was your daughter! Like, I would have gone crazy. She was your daughter! Like, you know, like, I would go nuts. Hey guys, it's Brittany, and today's video I am super excited about because a lot of you guys have been requesting me to make a video about the movie Rings, and I feel like I'm kind of late because usually when I make videos about movies, it's usually like right after the opening weekend or the opening night, but you know, when did Rings come out? Like February 3rd or something, and I just saw it yesterday, so I feel like I'm kind of late. Also too, you're probably like, where the hell are you, Brittany? Well, I'm actually not at home, and I won't be home until March. I am in South Carolina right now, so I don't have my sets to film in front of, and all the videos that you've been watching for like the past week, they have been pre-recorded. So, you know, I filmed a lot of videos before I went away. But yeah, so I thought we could have a really chill conversation in the car. I mean, it's dark. We can pretend that I am going to try to figure out Samara Morgan's backstory. Just pretend that I'm on my way to check out, like try to figure out Samara Morgan's backstory. Just pretend I'm in the movie. Okay, so I wrote down some notes in my notebook, my Slytherin notebook, about the movie that I want to share with you guys. So, you guys know The Ring. I am a huge fan of The Ring. Samara Morgan, I freaking love her. So I guess the bottom line is, did I like this movie? And the answer is, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was okay. It was nothing compared to the first movie and the second movie. Also too, guys, I wanted to say, if you have not seen Rings, you might not want to watch this video. Well, okay, what should I do? If I'm gonna tell a spoiler, I will cover up my ears, and that will be my signal to you to turn down the volume, or yeah, just turn down the volume. And then as soon as my hands come off of my ears, that means you are free to listen and you don't have to worry about any spoilers. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll give you a warning before I cover my ears if I do say any spoilers. Let me just open my notes though, so I don't miss anything, because I wrote stuff down that I just wanted to mention in this video. So, got it open. So like I said, I didn't love this movie, and I didn't hate this movie. It was just okay. I didn't find it scary at all. It was not scary to me at all. The jump scares, it didn't get me. And the thing is, I guess because I'm just older, I don't really react the same way I did when I was younger. When I first watched the first Ring movie, and this was like what, 2002 when the first Ring movie came out? Somewhere around that time, I was traumatized. I was scared for my life. I was so scared, like I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep, and it scared me so much, and Samara gave me nightmares, but I freaking love her. The second movie I freaking loved, it gave me nightmares. It was amazing. This movie though, I did not find it amazing. I don't want to say boring, and I hate to say this, it kills me inside to talk negatively about The Ring. I call it The Ring 3. I don't like how they named it Rings. They should have called it The Ring 3, and Rachel and Aiden should have been in this movie. And my idea is, I think that the main girl in the movie should have been played by Daveigh Chase. Daveigh Chase was the original Samara in the first movie. Like, she's the original Samara. And I think she's about my age now, I think. 26 years old. She's around my age. I think she should have played the main girl in the movie. I think that would have been so cool. She's the main girl, but then Rachel and Aiden are still in it. I just think that would be amazing, even though she did play Samara in the first one, but I just think it would be so much more exciting, and I feel like a lot more people would go to see it. Before I saw this movie, of course, I read some reviews, and you know, a lot of people thought it was so dumb, so boring, and then you know, there's people that love it. I'm like, obviously I can't think for you, I can't speak for you. If you want my recommendation, which like I will say at the end, but I'll say it now. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place with this video, but if you are a fan of The Ring, like the Ring movies, then yes, you should definitely see it, because I mean, it's the third one, you know? So I would definitely go see it. But for me personally, I was very disappointed, and oh my god, you guys, I feel so bad saying this, because you guys know how much I love the Ring movies and how much I love Samara. So a spoiler right now, okay, I'm gonna cover my ears. It's not exactly a spoiler, but I'm just gonna cover my ears anyway, so if you don't want to hear this, mute the video. So the opening scene, they're on an airplane, and you know, the airplane thing, I don't know, it just, this guy is on the airplane and he watched the tape, and the person that he's sitting beside, they start talking to each other, and then he turns to her and says, "Have you heard about that tape that if you watch it, you'll die within 7 days?" And to me, that was just so, I don't know, so cringy to me. It almost reminded me of a parody of The Ring. You know, it's just the way he said it, and I'm just like, as soon as he said that, I was like, this movie, I don't think I'm gonna really like. The airplane scene also kind of had a Final Destination vibe to it, which I actually liked. But as soon as that guy said that line, I was just like, ugh, you know. So I'm gonna take my hands off of my ears now. Do I have good time? All right, so what's the next thing? Oh yeah, so what I really liked was they kept the same music, and it was kind of the same feel, which I was really happy that they, you know, they kept, especially the music. And music to me in movies is huge to me. It's something that always stays with me. Like, that might sound kind of weird to you guys, but I know the Ring music, and you know that song that Samara sings, like they had like a piano version in it or something, and then the music when Rachel was in her car and stuff, like they all had, it had the same music as the first and second movie, so I'm glad that they kept that. Ugh, I hate saying this because I'm a positive person, but you guys want to know my opinion. And you know, no hate towards the actors in this movie whatsoever, but I thought the acting was so bad. And I hate to say that, and like, who am I to say that? I'm not an actor, like, you know, and I'm not that great at acting. I know I've made some little acting videos on my channel, but it's just for fun. But I just thought the acting was so bad, and I thought the main girl, her voice was just so monotone. I don't know, there was just, to me, she had no emotion, and like, no offense to her, you know, like, I don't want to upset her, hurt her feelings. I don't think she was good, and I feel so bad to say that. I don't think the guy was, like, the main guy in it was good. I just thought the acting was bad. I found myself, I wasn't drawn into the movie at all. I wasn't sitting at the edge of my seat. I wasn't, you know, my eyes weren't really glued to the screen. I was kind of like looking around, but I was still paying attention, you know what I mean? One thing that I was super happy about, and I was really scared that they were going to change it for this movie, was they kept the tape the exact same. Like the tape that you watch, and you know, the tape that kills you eventually, like if you watch it, Samara will kill you, you know? So they kept the tape exactly the same, because I thought they were going to add some weird stuff to it, or, you know, because the second movie came out in like, what, 2005? So it's been a really long time since the second movie. So I just really thought they were going to change a lot about that. And also too, they kept Samara's voice, her original voice, when she says 7 days. So I was so happy about that. That made me happy. Another thing that I really loved was in the flashbacks, it was the original Samara, little DeVay Chase. I'm so happy that they kept her as the original Samara. They didn't hire somebody else. You know what I mean? They just took the clips from the original movie and just kind of put them in as flashbacks, you know what I mean? So I'm glad they did that. Even though the Samara that, you know, killed the new actors in this movie, she was obviously played by somebody else. Like, it wasn't DeVay Chase. But I mean, it's not like Samara really shows her face, right? So it doesn't really matter. But in the flashback scenes, you know, when she's in the mental hospital, when she's like being evaluated, I can't speak. You know, it was DeVay Chase. So that really made me happy. But like I said, I really think DeVay Chase should have played the main girl in this movie, even though she was the original Samara. But I mean, she's my age now, and when she was Samara, she was a little girl. Okay, so getting into another spoiler, so I will cover my ears for this one, but I really loved this one part. And I mean, I feel like I keep saying that now, and then you guys know that I was like disappointed by this movie, but there are parts that I loved that brought back memories. So when Samara killed the girl, I forget her name, it wasn't the main girl. She killed this other girl, I don't even know her name, I forget. But it was the exact same scene as in the first movie when Samara kills that guy at the end. Like the exact same thing, you know, the close-up of her feet walking, and you know, she just came out of the TV, and then it shows her from the distance shot. Like, it shows her from the distance, and then, you know, when she kind of teleports and moves forward really fast. So it was pretty much the same scene as in the first one, at the end of the first one, and I noticed that right away. So that made me really happy. It definitely did bring a lot of vibes from the first movie back, and it kind of was just like the first movie. But the first movie, guys, I freaking loved the first movie, and like I said, it terrified me when I was a little girl. And it just, if you are a fan of The Ring, it just brings back those feelings kind of. But I was, like I said, I was disappointed with the acting, and I don't know, the main girl, like, she just didn't, she just had no emotion. I mean, there was this one part, and I guess I'll have to do this again. Okay, yeah, this is like a spoiler, but there's this one part, and she's yelling at, I won't even really go into detail though, because just in case people are listening, because I know some people aren't turning down their volume if they haven't watched it. I know how some of you guys think. This is a spoiler, so when I go like this, that means that you can continue watching, and I'm not spoiling anything. I can't talk tonight, I don't know what it is. Okay, so she's like fighting this guy who is Samara's dad, and you know, he's like trying to like kill her and stuff. And anyway, she starts yelling at him, and she's like, "She was your daughter," but she said it in this like such a monotone way. She was your daughter. Like, I can't even do it. If that was me, I would have been like, "She was your daughter!" Like, I would have gone crazy. "She was your daughter!" Like, you know, like, I would go nuts. And if I was an actress and I was in this movie, I would try, like, I would get an acting coach. I mean, I guess everybody has an acting coach. I don't know. I don't know much about acting, obviously. So, like, who am I to judge? You know what I mean? If I was in The Ring 3, and I call it The Ring 3 because it should have been called The Ring 3. Like, what is up with this ring thing? Like, you know, if I was the main girl, I would, like, you know, I would have to be amazing in this movie because I freaking love The Ring. And then near the end, when, you know, she's looking at the fire and she's burning the bones, and she's like, "You're free now, Samara." Like, I would have been like, "You're free now, Samara." I don't know, maybe I wouldn't, I don't know, I kind of sounded monotone there. I would have been like, "You're free now, Samara." Like, I would have been so into it. I don't know, she just wasn't into it. So one thing that got me super excited was, of course, they kept getting the nosebleeds in the movie, you know, when like Samara was gonna come out of the TV and get them. So that, I was just like, yes. But I was waiting for the hair to come out of the mouth, like, you know, and everyone's like throwing up hair or like coughing it, like, I can't even do it. I'm gonna like start gagging now. You know, in the movies when they just keep pulling this black hair out of their mouth, they're just like coughing it up, and you know what I mean? It's so nasty. So that's what happened in this movie at the end. So I was like, yes, finally, you know, like something's finally, you know, like that was pretty intense, that part, and that girl did a good job at coughing and, you know, having the hair come out of her mouth. So the ending of this movie, I mean, I guess I won't say, I guess I should make my little signal for the people that, I mean, I know a lot of you guys are, you know, you haven't seen it, but you're listening for the spoilers. Like, I know you, I see you, like, I see you. But I guess I'll still make the signal for people that, you know, actually turn down their volume. But for the ending, I won't say what the ending is, but I was definitely disappointed in the ending. I don't know. It's really up to you if you're gonna see this movie. And I know I posted on Instagram a picture of when I saw it in theaters, and I was like, I just saw Rings, I'm gonna make a video about it. And a lot of you guys were saying in the comments that, you know, you loved it or you really wanted to see it. So I don't want you to feel like just because I was disappointed that you shouldn't see it if you haven't seen it, because you're gonna be disappointed. You could love it, and I know a lot of you guys loved it, but for me, I didn't love it. Would I buy it? I would buy it to add to my Rings collection. I would definitely buy it. Would I watch it again? Yeah, I would definitely watch it again. I think if you are a hardcore fan of the Ring movies like I am, then you will probably be disappointed, because I know people who have seen it and they think the same as I do, and I've read reviews and people have said the same things that I'm saying. But you know, you could love it, and I hope you do love it. That would be great, but let me know what you guys think. If you have seen it, let me know. But it's exciting that The Ring is back, you know, it's exciting, but like I said, I wish it was called The Ring 3. But yeah, I miss when in The Ring 2, when Samara is climbing up the well, like Naomi Watts, Rachel, she's in the well and she climbs up it, she's trying to escape Samara, then Samara's like doing all of her crazy movements, climbing up the well, and then Naomi Watts, she makes it out, and then Samara's like, "Mommy!" And then Rachel is like, "I'm not your fudging mommy," but she obviously doesn't say fudging, she says another word with the F at the beginning. But that was like my favorite line from The Ring too. It was like, oh my god. So anyways guys, I'm gonna go now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I disappointed you with my opinion on this movie, but it's my opinion, and let me know if you are planning on seeing this movie, or if you have seen it, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below, because I really want to know. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team pretty44, hashtag my brother friends, hey, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. She's your daughter! Ah, Samara! Ah! I should have been an actress in that, even though I can't act. Oh my god, imagine like somebody's behind me right now. I don't even know. But I go out at a table. You know who I really want to make a video with too is DeVay Chase. And I know I keep mentioning her in this video, that I want to make a video with her so badly. I don't know if she has a YouTube channel, but I would love to collab with her. It would actually freak me out because she is Samara. And when you see her face, like she still looks like Samara. You know what I mean? Like Samara's still in there. But it would freak me out, but I would love to make a video with her. I think it would be so much fun. I just, like, I'm not her friend. She doesn't know I exist, but it'd be so cool. If you asked me how I'm doing, I would say I'm doing just fine. So I think that is when I was walking in Memphis. Please, if I was Samara, I would say 4 days. 4 days. Can you imagine?